thank you guys for all being here. It's about to rain, so I will kick this off. Welcome, everyone. We are here at the Collinwood Athletic Complex for a very, very important moment in time. The Cleveland Browns have been working with the city of Cleveland, and today we are going to break ground on the 16th field that the Cleveland Browns and Haslam and Johnson families have installed for our local community. But as we get started, and I know the rain's coming in, we have some outstanding young cheerleaders that we do want to introduce that are going to do a short performance for us. They are from George Washington Carver School. Please direct your attention that way. Great job. And I do see some athletes from the Cleveland Muni football teams coming up here too, so this is really going to be a great day, and thanks for getting us started. Again, my name is Jenner Takancic. I'm the Vice President of Community Relations for the Cleveland Browns, and it is so great to see so many people here today, not only representing the city, representing the school district, representing the Cleveland Muni football athletes that will enjoy this field, but so many others, with our partners from Forever Lawn, who this would not be possible without, Ohio Cat, UCR Machinery, SCG Fields, who's been with us from the start back in 2016 when our field projects first began. It's just so wonderful because this does not happen without teamwork. When we talk about our relationship with the field projects, it really truly started back in 2016 when Dee and Jimmy took over ownership of the Cleveland Browns. They took a look at what we could do that would be meaningful here in our local community, in our region, and they said that they knew if we put football fields in communities throughout Cleveland, that it not only would be a safe place for kids to learn and grow with the game, but it would be an outdoor classroom where kids can learn about teamwork, character building, they learn respect for their coaches, their parents, and it really just truly, they knew it would bring the community together on all facets and all levels. So with that, I'm really, really proud to work for an organization that has invested $10 million and counting for these field projects. And today, again, being here is just remarkable. And later on, you'll hear from the Cleveland Metropolitan School District, and I would be remiss if I did not mention that in 2015, again, with the vision of our owners, Dee and Jimmy Haslam, JW, and Whitney Johnson, we decided and knew that attendance was so important in the classroom. And our first partnership began with the Cleveland Metropolitan School District when we started to bring forward the Stay in the Game Network. The Stay in the Game Network is really committed to making sure that kids get to school. We know that kids that are not chronically absent are 3 times more likely to graduate on high school time, which is so important when you think of the success of our future and what we're doing here in Northeast Ohio. And a really impressive is that the Stay in the Game Network, it started right here in Cleveland, Ohio, and it has now grown statewide, and we're in 161 school districts, reaching 495 students. And it's really important because, it does take a team to be here. As we continue, the wind is blowing, so there are just a few more things that I would like to say. This field is the 6th for the Cleveland Metropolitan School District, but the first in partnership with the City of Cleveland. So thank you to the City of Cleveland for the conversations that have taken place to get to this point today. And again, I mentioned our core partners that are here with Forever Lawn, who will be joining me at the podium here in a moment. But we will get started, and the first person that I would like to call to the podium is Council President Blaine Griffin.
Well, good afternoon. We're not going to let a little bit of bad weather ruin a great time here in Collinwood today, are we? Once again, my name is Blaine Griffin. I'm the council president for the city of Cleveland, and it's always a privilege and an honor to be here today with my fellow colleagues, and I know you'll hear from some of them in a moment, but we have the council person for this area, Anthony Hairston, if we could recognize him. We have one of our youngest members of council, but also a guy who's the most passionate, who's really worked closely with us to increase our investment in community league football and to be really a champion for young people and youth, Richard Starr. And then the dean of Cleveland City Council, and I've been spending a lot of time in Collinwood lately. I might have to get me a second place over here. The dean of Cleveland City Council, Mike Polensik. You know, every time that we do a piece of legislation, especially when we're working with corporate folks and they're looking at what kind of investment government is going to make in order to create the conditions for them to bring private investment into the market, we ask for a community benefit. And when we talk about a community benefit, what we're really saying is we just want the residents in the city of Cleveland, whenever we're using taxpayer dollars, to make sure that they're getting a return on their investment. Ladies and gentlemen, what the Cleveland Browns are doing today is giving this community a return on their investment and working closely to provide several thousands of families, mine included, that will be spending many weekends here watching community league football and actually high school football. So I want to applaud the Browns, and let's give them a round of applause for really making an investment in Cleveland's future, making an investment in Collinwood. This is what it's about when we have responsible corporate partnership and when we are able to come together to do something for the residents of the city of Cleveland. Ladies and gentlemen, these young people deserve this. All right, that ends my comments. I get the message. But first of all, once again, thank you to all the Cleveland Browns and enjoy this day. Thank you so much.
The next up on our program agenda from Ward 10, I'm honored to introduce Councilman Anthony Hairston.
All right, I won't be long, but first and foremost, thank you to everyone who came out today to witness such a great occasion here. Thank you to the Browns, our hometown team. Thank you to Community League. Thank you to all the players and all the organizations who helped make today possible. We just thank you. You know, these are the times that in our neighborhoods that, you know, we feel proud about, right? You know, also when our young people, we can have any moment to support them. And so today is one of those days. And so we just thank you for being here to support our young people, the coaches, the families who spend countless times working with our young people, right? Right, families? Right, coaches? Right? Clap that up. Because we know, the podium is trying to leave us. Hold it down for us. We know that it takes a village to make this happen. And so our coaches, our families, our community partners, including ourselves, elected officials, we are that village. And so we are here today to support you all. We thank you all. Continue the great work that you're doing. You have support. You have folks that love you. And, you know, you hear about people when they talk about sports versus academics. Listen, sports make tremendous human beings, right? It's more than just about playing football or baseball or basketball. It's about how do we build and uplift young people in our community and how do we keep them engaged. And so that's what sports does for us. And so we're so grateful to have you all here with us today. And so out in there, thank you all. Welcome to Ward 10. Happy to support anytime when it comes to our young people. Thank you.
All right, next up, I would like to introduce from Ward 8, Councilman Michael Polensik. Thank you. Thank you for being here.
And see, the old guy comes prepared, okay? You know that, okay? To Collinwood High School. I'm a railroader, and I'm a proud railroader, okay? But I wish I had the opportunity to play on a field like this when I played for Collinwood, 7th through 12th grade. We played on a field that was nothing but dirt. And so I've often maintained that I ate more dirt. I could have started a garden with all the dirt I ate that I ate for all those years playing football. But Coach Wheeler, where is Coach Wheeler, my dear friend, and to the staff and everybody from Collinwood High School, it's always good to be back home. To my colleagues, Council President Anthony Hairston, to my our youngest Richard Starr, and to the Browns and everybody that's here from CMSD. Today is a victory. I've long maintained that if we can partner, if the sports teams can partner with us in the city of Cleveland, there's nothing we can't do. We can not only remake football fields and football stadiums, but we can remake neighborhoods if we want to. That's what it's all about, making Cleveland a better place to be. Again, I'm honored to be here with my colleagues and all of you that are gathered here today, because this is what it's all about. It's about reinvesting in our neighborhoods, about improving the quality of life. And so when I look here and I look out, all the other projects that we're working on, a project right up the street with Councilman Harrison and myself, we're working on a project up the street, some of the other things we're doing here. We're going to be heavily engaged with the future of Collinwood High School, but the Browns made a statement today. The Browns made a statement today. It's about investing in the neighborhood, and I hope this is just the beginning of not only, again, football fields and stadiums, but maybe new housing, maybe support for local businesses, a whole host of things. So again, God bless all you. God bless the Collinwood Railroaders. I hope you have a great season, okay? Once a railroader, always a railroader, okay?
All right, next I would like to introduce a gentleman who also played in the Cleveland Muni football program, from what I understand. Coming up to the podium next, Councilman Richard Starr from Ward 5.
Major shout out to my colleagues for letting me come to the podium and speak today. You know they say I'm the youngest, so they usually don't let me speak that often, but no. Major shout out to this partnership. Today is a great day. The weather was trying to rain on our parade, but that never stops in Cleveland, because it could be raining, then sunny, and then it could snow, and we'll be back outside, because that's what we do in Cleveland. So I want to make sure I just say this collaboration, this partnership is something that is very much amazing. I too play in the Muni League. I too play for Cleveland Metropolitan School District. I too walk the streets of Cleveland as a young person, but as an adult, and I understand. In order for us to make sure our kids are successful in life, we need to make sure we provide the right resources. They need the good quality fields. They need the partnerships as far as organizations. They need to be able to say there's no barrier for them to be successful. I too play football, and when I play football, that's the reason why I have the heart that I have today. That's the reason why I believe in making a change in the neighborhood. So major shout out to this partnership, this great collaboration. I look forward to working together with the Browns, working with CMSD, working with the city, Parks and Recreation, so we can continue to do this in all parts of the city, because this is a great day. Thank you so much.
All right, and our partnership with the city goes on for decades and decades, specifically as it comes to the Parks and Recreation Department. We have joined them for so many different opportunities at one of their many fine establishments throughout the city, tucked right in each of those neighborhoods. And the next person I would like to bring to the podium is the person who is who is the Parks and Recreation Director, Alexandria Nichols. Please join me.
Good afternoon. It's a delight to be here today. The Parks and Recreation Department, if all of you aren't aware, is a newly formed department within the city of Cleveland. Many of our components had previously been under the Department of Public Works. What this signifies is a commitment to youth development, a commitment to quality of life, and a commitment to working with our partners and our collaborators. I'd like to thank the Cleveland Browns for being a partner on this project. I would like to thank Commissioner Sam Gissentanner for being so dedicated to youth sports and youth development. I'd also like to thank Marianne Fields for her commitment to youth development and sports as well. But I don't want to go on too long, because the rain's going to start again if I speak too long. But anyway, it's a pleasure to be here. It's a pleasure to have this partnership and to have this new field. Thank you.
Thank you. And again, Sam Gissentanner, amazing support behind the scenes. So thank you so much. And Alexandra, we're so excited for you to be here in this position, focused on youth and what we have for the future. The next person that I would like to bring to the podium is really, he is amazing. I remember sitting down in a conference room with him, and we were talking about ways to get involved in the local community, and he really expressed how his and his company were so invested in the community, and they wanted to make sure they gave back to Ohio because their headquarters are based in Louisville, Ohio. Coming up to the podium next is the co-founder and owner of Forever Lawn, Brian Carmy.
Thank you, Jenner. I'll be quick, brief. It's been a joy to be a part of these projects with the Cleveland Browns. I want to thank the Browns organization, City of Cleveland, and then the Haslam family for the way they reinvest back in the community. I was able to play high school football and learn a lot of the values that translated into our business success in sports and in football. And our company's built on 3 simple core values: integrity, quality, innovation. And then we have what we call the 5 Forever on F's: faith, family, friends, freedom, fun, and grit, because it takes a little bit of hard work to get stuff done. But very easily, football was on the list for maybe making that 6th F. But it's great to see all the community here supporting this. I'm excited to see this field transition. I don't know how old this field is. I'm going to guess 15 years, a little longer. But it's going to be, we focus in high performance, high quality turf. This is going to be a state-of-the-art field, best in the area, and something this whole community can be proud of and all of you can enjoy for years. God bless.
Thank you, Brian, and thank you so much for your partnership. Coming to the podium next, representing the Cleveland Metropolitan School District, we have Chief of Equity and Culture, Dr. Trent Mosley.
Good afternoon. On behalf of Dr. Morgan, just wanted to extend our thank you for what we collectively have done together, from CMSD to Cleveland Browns to the city. Without our collective unity, this doesn't happen. These are the stories that we should tell and that we should promote. Our kids deserve this. Individually, we are strong, but collectively, we are unstoppable. This is an indication of what we can do when we do it together. So thank you very much.
All right, thank you. And from the Cleveland Muni football program, the next up to the podium, Mr. John Good. Here we go. Thank you.
Thank you, Jenna, and thank you to the Cleveland Browns, Dee and Jimmy Haslam, for the improvements that they're going to make here at Collinwood High School. I'm a member of Cleveland Muni Football's leadership. I'm Vice President of Cleveland Muni Football and also alumni of Cleveland Muni Football. I like to compare our league to being attracted by the game of football, but really what we're selling is life skills, right? Teamwork, community, working together for a betterment. And that's why I love working with these partnerships. The number one priority for Cleveland Muni Football is leadership is the safety of our student athletes. And folks, you'd be surprised how important the field is to the safety of our players. Okay? So we really appreciate the dedication and the cooperation that we get with corporate partners like the Cleveland Browns, the City of Cleveland. Thank you to Blaine Griffin and all the people in the City Hall, Mr. Polistic, Starr, Mr. Harrison, Sam Disantana, Desi. We really appreciate you guys for everything you've done for us. And I'd like to invite you all out to come out on Saturdays and Sundays to come see us play. You'd be surprised how vibrant and how together the community is. We have over 500 community activists that go out and pound the streets every day to make sure kids stay out of trouble, to come into the game of football, to learn those things that they need in order to survive in life. And we look forward to continue to serve them for another 100 years as Muni is over 100 years old. So we appreciate your help, we appreciate your cooperation, and we look forward to seeing you this fall at the games. Thank you.
All right, so we've heard from the city, we've heard from Muni, we've heard from wonderful councilmen who are really improving our neighborhoods. Next, I'd like to introduce some special guests that we have, because as we look at the Cleveland Muni football players and then we look at the high school football players, we all have dreams, we all have aspirations, and we know the way to get there is by going to school, studying hard, showing up, doing your part, respecting your coaches, and doing all the right things. So next, I'd like to bring up to the podium some of the Browns players that we have here on site. They're going to all come to the podium, say their names, their positions, and then we're going to get started with the formal ceremony, which is breaking ground through to the left here. So if everyone would like to come up here real quickly and just introduce yourselves, we'll get started.
Hi everybody, my name is Cameron Thomas, defensive end for the Cleveland Browns.
How we doing? I'm Rex Shinohara. I'm the long snapper for the Cleveland Browns, and I'm from Cleveland, Ohio.
I'm Trey Dean, number 28. I play safety.
Marcus Haynes, number 98. I play defensive end.
Blessings, peace. Tony Brown, number 11. I play defensive back. I went to Alabama. I'm from Texas. I want to first off say we're all glad to be here. It's an honor to be here, that we were asked to be here by the Cleveland Browns. It's an honor to be a part of this this groundbreaking field athletic complex that's being built here today. We all played high school football. High school football played a large role in us becoming who we were as men. A lot of maturation stages happened for me on a field just like this in another state. And if there wasn't a field for me to get stuff done, I wouldn't be as athletic successful as I am today. So I would just say to all the kids here, all the high school kids, cheerleaders, all the children here, be grateful and have gratitude in your parents and everyone that's a part of this process. It took a lot for this to get done. And, you know, even if you're the seniors who won't even get to go on this field, just understand it's about people after the fact. So, like I said, I just want to say thank you for allowing us to be here to be a part of this amazing deal that the Cleveland Browns are a part of. And hopefully you guys can find gratitude in a beautiful field like y'all are finna have. Thank you.
You guys ready to count it down? All right.